Hey, Shy. Cancel your stream. My new PC is installed. We can night rain. Man, you... Uh... you make a good point. Can we do it in a little while? Maybe. During my lunch break or something. This commission's almost finished. I just have to color it. That's it. And then it's done. And then I'm gonna color this little meme. You need to cook dinner soon. Look, I mean, this is the best I can do. I've also got work today, so it's kind of hard. It's much easier for me to play on the weekends. You'll poke me on a weekend? That would be awesome. Or we could set up like a day, like a early on in a day where we can play together or something, like on... Like, I can't do tomorrow because I got other stuff, but like Friday, for example. Like I could get up at 6 or whatever and then we can play something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, man. Friday's booked. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, it's much easier on the weekend. I'm sorry. Yeah. Look, I wish I didn't have a job as much as the next guy, but unfortunately... Unfortunately, I am not making enough money out of art to be able to do that full time. Why everything gotta cost money? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I've just had a sippy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know why the sound didn't go off. That's very bizarre. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Shy. I really appreciate it. I really want to play now. I don't want to do this anymore. Have fun with my stream. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, man. Oh, man. Stretch, why are these not making any sound? Excuse me. I'm testing something. Why the freak aren't they making any sound? They're supposed to. What the heck? What happened? Sammy, what are you doing? What? What the heck? The audio file just isn't playing. Like, Sammy, for whatever reason, is just not... Wait, let me... Properties. What the fuck? I don't understand. Are any of these working? What the fuck? I might restart Sippy. Sorry, I might restart Sammy, I should say. Let's do that. Okay, now it's working. It just needed a restart. Thank you for allowing me to troubleshoot there. Is this working now? Yes. Okay, it's all working. Thank you. One more time. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna stretch now. Ugh. I'm giving up Night Rain for this. Okay. Who's texting me? Stop. Stop texting. It's always Twitch that's texting me. Mobile live dashboard. Manage your stream from your phone. I don't fucking care. Sorry, I'm emotional now. Let's go get our reference. Let's get our reference. Go up here. Go to the pinned messages. Jump. Go to up, and then there is the reference. Yes. Go put copy image. File new. Wait, can I do create new from clipboard? Oh hey Parko, thank you for raiding. I really appreciate it. Hello everybody who is here from Parko's stream. I need to see how many people are here. Where's my browser gone? Thank you for arriving. I really appreciate it. Hello, hello. Pacoth 6C Heart. I think there is some sort of extension that I need installed to see whatever that is. Hey Nox. Hey Parko. What a review. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. I'm just coloring this. I'm literally getting my reference up right now to color it. It's only going to be flat color. It shouldn't take me that long. I guess we'll see. If you don't know me, I'm Kainik. I draw TF art. I've drawn a lot of TF art. And that's pretty much me. I'm a kobold. I do that. Welcome, welcome. Hello. I was just saying, I gave up playing Night Rain to do this, but I'm glad now. Because of this raid. Hey, Nomura's Mind Prisoner, welcome. Let's do this, and then do this, and then do this. No, that's not working. Then do this. Yellow! Alright. Hello, hello. Welcome. Listening to Astrobot music, which is epic. What were you doing, Parker? I'm very interested to see. Kainik coloring is always fun to see. Thank you. So usually when I color, I take the colors from the reference and I like convert them basically to the kind of coloring that I like doing, which is a little bit more washed out, a little bit less saturated. Yeah, that's me. I'm doing it. Reminiscent of Monkey Island. You were playing a furry point-and-click named Beyond the Edge of Algard. I've never heard of it. I've also never played Monkey Island, so I have no idea what that's about. But I hope that it was fun. Hey, Check and Lect. Welcome. Nah, I actually like the color that it has. These aren't bad, these reference colors. A lot of the time I see references that like the colors are pushed all the way to the edge of the gamut. This is very banana. I don't know whether that's intentional. Need to grab yourself some food? Enjoy. I would do a shout out, but there was no one here before you joined, so it's no point. Frilled lizard. What about it? You want me to draw one? I could do that. But I did have an idea for a personal drawing that I wanted to do before the next commission, so I'm probably going to do that. It's probably going to be kind of niche. I want to do a service bot TF, like an Android TF. Specifically with very loose clothing. There's just something about that that's been really getting me lately, and I need to draw it. But then again, that's me drawing things that people don't really care about. Like I always do. But that's why we have the commissions. Pets the Kobold, hello. There's an emote for that. Where is it? Is there an emote for that? Oh, there's an emote for that on my Discord. I've got to add it to the fucking Twitch. There's a couple actually that I have to add to Twitch. I should do that at some point. Thank you. I have now stretched. You should also draw more? Yeah. Why not? Do it. Do it. Do it. You get ready for art fight? Oh man. Forgot that was a thing. What's that like? It's the open source one where you don't have to sign up for that shady ass website to be part of art fight. I want to do whatever that is. I've never participated in art fight. I feel like I would not be fast enough and or not get enough. I don't know. I worry that people... I always have this worry that like nobody's interested in my stuff, and then I would just not participate because I'm too scared of being rejected. It's a whole thing. Ignore that. That's coming up. Don't worry about it. You see, these colors are actually quite nice. The yellow was too much for me though. And I think this orange is going to be too much for me as well. Yeah. You were told by Norn you should just give it a try. I'm sure. I mean, Norn is very positive. Norn is very good at being positive. I am not. I'll go into art fight expecting the worst, and I don't want to deal with that emotion right now. No matter how it actually turns out, I don't want to deal with like the initial like expectation that nothing's gonna turn out. So I'm just not gonna do anything about it. You get that feeling? Yeah. Ah, God, to ignore that. Yeah, exactly. But that's me. You know, not everyone's like that. It's probably not even that healthy to be like that, but hey. Go and do what makes you happy. And be excited about it and ignore what I'm saying, because honestly, I need to work on myself. And I am, but I still need to. Pause for Pause, a one that's not by Tim Tam. That's crazy. You found out you have 18 main personas, and 163 total. How does that happen? How did you end up doing that? Alright. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. That would take years. If you've never been here before, Pause for Pause is a redeem. I have to stop and draw a paw. That's just the thing. That's just how it is. You want to learn how to draw paws just to tease Lapis? That's a good excuse. I don't think I've ever learned how to draw something so that I can tease somebody. Kind of interesting. I usually just kind of draw stuff because I get hyperfixated on it. Like right now, where I'm hyperfixated on service drones from like fucking Citizen Sleeper. Whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. They do have an actual name. I can't remember. Maybe they're just called sleepers? Maybe? I don't remember. Now, damn, I played that entire game and I cannot remember. That's wild. Maybe it was just Sleeper or Android or something. Something like that. I haven't played the second game. I really want to, but I am also satisfied because I just played the first one a couple months ago. So I'm trying to like renew my excitement for the second one before I actually try and play it. But I don't wanna just go in and feel like it's a chore, like playing the second one straight after I played the first one. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Become ungovernable. I also need to plan to learn how to draw anthro, so I kind of need to know how to draw things like talons, paws, and claws. It's important. It is important. A lot of practice for me is just kind of looking at things in real life and just kind of consciously engaging with them. Like when I am brushing my teeth, I watch myself in the mirror. I look at how my hands move. I look at how the muscles stretch when they move. I pay attention to other people and how their muscles look when they move around. I just kind of document. I just kind of am conscious about what things look like and how I could translate them into a drawing. It takes a long time. I mean, I've been doing this for years and there's still a lot that I need to learn, but I feel like it's once you get the hang of just doing it subconsciously, it can be really rewarding to just kind of passively engage and then translate that into art. I've been starting to write TF stories lately. So far, I've only finished one, but it's one I actually feel proud of. I don't see any major problems when I reread it. Hell yeah. I mean, actually finishing one is like more than what 90% of people can do. You know, a lot of people start them and they never finish them. It's not an easy task. I know there's a lot of them out there, but there's even more people in the world who can't even start one, let alone get all the way to the end, and then want to do more. So congratulations. I think his pour is done. I know it's kind of sketchy, but that's the point of pause for pause. There we go. Gonna take a screenshot. Gonna save it to my documents. Well, not my documents, but where all the other paws are. How many have I done this year so far? Oops. This will be pour 23. Nice. Ignore that. All right. If you were able to vote for a paw, you might have picked otter because of what I was doing before. Man, I would need to have looked up a reference to that. I have no idea. I don't think, I mean, like, I know otters are pretty popular. I'm only drawing this because it was a commission. I don't think I would have ever drawn an otter in my life if it wasn't for this commission. And that just happens. Like, I've drawn so many random new things that I never would have touched because of commissions. Like African wild dog is one that I always think about. Like, I fucking didn't even know what that was before Ryman commissioned me, or Riot, or whatever he calls himself now. Crazy, crazy shit. You could redeem for more paws again, but nah, up to you. It's a pretty light stream today because I've only got this to color, and I don't really want to start something new like halfway through a stream today. I mean, I've done that before, but I don't know. Today I'm just not feeling it. So I'm gonna color this. I'm gonna color that other thing that I keep accidentally going to, and then I'm done. Hey Darius, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How have you been doing? I guess another paw then. Exactly. It's just the way it is. The way it's gonna be. Da -da 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 -da. Can I draw an otter paw from memory? I don't think so. I barely even know what they look like. We'll have to see. Oh, I'm putting all my brain into this one. This is the best I got. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea if this is any good. Fair. It is a try. It's bad. It's bad. He said it. Oh, they've said it. It's bad. I hate this one. I'm not even going to continue it. That's pause for pause number 2. Let me save it. I hate drawing paws that I don't understand. I hate drawing things I don't understand. Ignore that. Okay. Is that pure white? Have they used pure white for the... No, they haven't. But I think it's supposed to be. Oh no, they just haven't used pure white. Still, that's way too bright. I'm writing 2 other TF stories, but I definitely know which one's going to be finished first. One is for just a fun concept that makes me feel good. The other started as a fun concept that made me feel good and slowly morphed into character exploration. Interesting. I don't think I've really ever written anything more substantial than... Oh, that's not good. Shit. Oh, I've really backed myself into a corner here, haven't I? What was I saying? I've tried to write more substantial stories, but they've never come out very good. I'm much better at writing like a pretty detailed, pretty good short story than like a full anything. Are these pure black? No, they're not. Interesting. I can use that. Very saturated. Interesting colors for the eyes. Fascinating. You were not that far from it? I'd fucked it up. I should have used a reference. If it's not perfect, I failed. That's how my brain works. See, the thing about teeth in real life is that they're actually not very white at all. But when I draw them not white, it just looks weird. Well, they're not supposed to be white. The people that make them white are usually coloring them or bleaching them or whatever. I don't actually know how it works, but I know they're not natural. Okay, all of that's the same color. Very simple colors. I like a character with a lot of very simple colors. It's quite unusual actually. I like my own character, Kynek, because he's only 4 colors, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 colors, and like one of them's like a kind of lighter blue than the other one, so 5 maybe. But I love it because then the silhouette does all the work, and I appreciate that. And this is a pretty good silhouette. Let's refrain from being not safe for work in chat. Yeah. Interesting story idea though. I've definitely thought about what if you've woken up as your persona before. I've even talked about it with people. Ban that guy. I don't think there's any actual mods on right now. I think I would need to be a much bigger streamer to actually have mods. That's not something that I'm privileged enough for. I mean, I've made our Caxon and Tim Tam mods, but like they're only on occasionally. And they're just friends of mine. I don't know. Are mods always just friends? I don't know how it works. Okay. Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes, indeed. I think mods are usually just friends until you get to really, really big streamers who just hire people, but those are like really rich people. Yeah. I'm not very good at making and retaining relationships. I'm actually quite bad at it, and that's why I don't have any mods. That's why my Discord is so quiet. My networking game is non-existent. I don't have any. I just draw art and hope that it interests people. That's me. Your art interests me. I appreciate that. Thank you. I can be more detailed than this. That's better. I'm just talking like Azel draws level of interest people. I don't really know how to do that. I'm really bad at it. I'm kind of rambling while I try and concentrate. You're craving cake? That's fair. You know what? That'll do. I don't mind that color. Don't like that. That needs less saturation. Could change the hue. Might be interesting. Okay, it's not doing anything now. Cool. I broke it. Where am I? Edit. Tonal correction. Thank you. Hue, saturation, luminosity. Turn saturation down. Turn luminosity up. And then maybe do a bit of this. Do a bit of this. This doesn't have to be as dark as this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm changing it. I'm gonna do something more like... Yeah, I prefer that. I really love your art style. It has a very unique feel to it that I really like. Thank you. A lot of people have said that. I enjoy... I remember when I first started, I was like... I really felt like it took me ages to figure out what I wanted my art to look like. And I'm really happy... sorry, I'm really happy with the art style that I ended up with. You have a bias towards reptile and bird anthros? I mean, they're both pretty cool. This music is too much for me right now. Ah, that's better. Sometimes it just overwhelms me a little bit. I feel like it's helped by the fact that I kind of didn't really... I come from a very different background to a lot of the people I've talked to, at least, in the TF community. Like, there's so much anime influence. There's so much comic book influence. I came from... Like, my art experience is like Cartoon Network in like 2000. And the likes of fucking Ed's World and Newgrounds Animation. That's kind of where I'm from. So I'm not surprised that my art looks quite different to, and quite unique at the very least. It's just, I feel like I've just got a different upbringing. I don't know. Hey, bruh. Talking about my history with art and why my style looks pretty unique. Knew the way I made expressions felt familiar? Yeah. It's very much from that era. I want to just be on the bed. Yeah. And I'll do like a big-ish one. And then I'll do one of these. Ba-da-da-da-da. Later on in my development as an artist, I ended up really getting into, like more recently, I really ended up getting into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is anime. It's just a very niche, very unique subsect of anime that, like, again, is quite different from the usual. Like, I never watched the likes of Sailor Moon or My Little Pony or Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Is that one? Dragon Ball? I've never seen any of that stuff. Well, I mean, I've watched My Little Pony more recently, but it hasn't really affected how I draw. It's not really an art style that I'm looking to replicate. So yeah. This is done, basically. I mean, I can add a little bit of a... What can I do here? I know what I can do. It'll be kind of annoying because everything's on the same layer, but I can do this. Yep. Do this, and then do under shadow. This is going to be very weird. Just bear with me. You'll understand what I'm doing in just a sec. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay, we need more than that. We need like 5. There we go. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Yep, and then we multiply. And then we go back in to the line art. And then we expand by 5. Nope, we expand by 2. Oh, we don't delete that. We delete the line art. Get rid of a couple of these things. So this is basically faking the like undershadow that I usually do. It's just that everything's on the same layer this time, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to make it work. Not bad. That gives it a little bit more depth. It's a very cool base of inspiration. Also, but hey, Veru, welcome. If I ever get into visual arts, my stuff might look a lot like my favorite Godzilla suits and 3D models. Probably. That's what you're interested in. Also, I'm like in particular inspired by Nigo and Kairio. Like I feel like I'm like a 3rd generation TF artist, if that makes any sense. First gen would be like the fucking 1960s and like Disney. And second gen would be like the people that I took inspiration from like the 90s and 2000s. I don't know. I'm just making that shit up. It's what it feels like to me, though. Okay. Take this, and we will do this, and we'll do this. Under shadow. We will delete this layer. Almost done. We'll go to tonal correction, turn the luminosity down to 0. That's not the layer that I wanted to do that on. Thank you very much. Luminosity down to 0. Then we'll take the paint bucket, fill it in with an actual color. We'll erase these little gross bits. I don't know what's happening here. This is obviously extra shit that I colored over. Then we can do the same thing. We'll set this to multiply. We'll also go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. We'll make it a big one. There we go. And then we erase all the parts that wouldn't theoretically be touching the wall. Should be all this stuff. Then we can do it again to make it look a little bit more realistic, because there's more than just the close-up. There we go. Then we can turn this one down a bit. Turn this one down a bit. So they kind of intersect with each other. Yeah. That's pretty good. Now it looks like it's kind of resting up against the wall. Then we will do one more layer of undershadow where we take this bottom bit. That's the wrong thing. Do this. And then we go multiply. We can kind of adjust it a little bit. This will like fade into the shadow there. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. And then we can go to what's it, highlights. Go right here. Now we get our pure white. Take this, do one of these. Some of this. And then we can go to border effect, watercolor edge. Looking nice. Maybe turn it down a little bit there. Perfect. Now we're done. Ooh. Sorry if you heard that. That was one of my alarms. Just in case I slept in. Yep. I might crop it in a little bit more. How does this look? Now I'm kind of really getting in on the bed there. Yeah, I like that. Does that give enough room? Because I feel like that's too much, but that's not enough. Maybe we get something a little in the middle. Tit looks great. Thank you. I'm glad Tit looks great. I love you, Bubba. Yeah. I just don't want it to look like there's like a void surrounding them. That's kind of what it looks like at the moment. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. And then we'll file, export single layer, PNG. And it's done. It doesn't look like a void to me. Oh, that's good. It kind of does to me. Maybe that's because I'm the artist. I don't know. It's amazing what those little shadows, those little undershadows do. Like that's always crazy to me. Always gives it so much more depth. The 2000s and 2010s had so much good anthro animal rap. I know! I never watched TMNT 2003. Apparently it's pretty good. Okay, now it's time to work on this. I want to make this into a sticker. Let's crop. I kept the line art for this one. Usually I don't. This was a pause for pause redeem. Usually I don't keep the line art, but this one was, I don't know. This one spoke to me. Let's try and get that rich chocolate, that rich Tim Tam chocolate. There we go. 2, and then invert, and then boop. Perfect. Looking good so far. I wish they'd make more Narnia movies. That's just because the franchise got me obsessed with talking horses, unicorns, griffins, centaurs, and fawns. Yeah, I get that. They have so much content. They have so much to pull from. God, I gotta not do that. Tim Tam's gonna love this. I know. He's gonna freak out. It needs to have like... Yeah. 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 Like the inside color for the legs. I feel like this is very important art. This art's actually gonna... This is like society changing. This is gonna affect future government. Like this is how tidally this is going to rock the art industry. Like every single one. Movies, books, video games, visual art, music. Just this piece. I mean, this is the Mona Lisa of our time. And it's really important that I am humble. What flavor Tim Tam are you going for? Just the classic... The classic, just normal fucking... Whatever it's called. I think it's just called classic flavor. Just normal Tim Tam flavor. That's my second alarm. What's a Tim Tam? It's like a wafer biscuit. It's not a wafer actually. It's like a fucking thin. It's 2 thin biscuits sandwiching some cream. Here. So there's two thin little biscuits here. And then there's the cream, and then there's a coating of chocolate. Oh, it's just called original flavor. Wow, that was a great line. Look at that shit. That fits perfect. That's it. And they're just very popular in Australia. There's actually a good reference. I was doing this from memory. These need to be bigger. There need to be less of them. This was good. It's good. I'm glad that I'm using a reference now. You have awoken. Welcome. I don't actually know if they have Onnits in the US. I think Onnits is an English and Australian thing. I don't think it's a US thing. As far as I can remember. You've never heard of Onnits and you're from the USA. Yeah, thought so. So the color also needs to be a little bit more yellow than I anticipated. Yeah, more like that. Oop. Yeah. Ah. Gotta go. Love you. Have a good one, Grub. Enjoy. No, I don't like any of that. Maybe I just turn the opacity down. Yeah. we go. Sorry, I'm all of a sudden really concentrated on this for some reason. You think you're making Godzilla suits, but you don't have the resources or money, so you'll just have it as a pipe dream? Yep, I am the same way with a fursuit. I know exactly how you feel. Let's do this the proper way. Because this ain't working the way I want it to. This doesn't look good. Let's delete these layers. And then let's actually paint it. Because I feel like that's actually going to look better. Let's go for this one. No, let's not go for that one. Let's go for this one. No, this one. No. Yeah, let's go for that one. And then let's do some of this, some of this. I feel like this is going to make it look a lot better. Because what I want is a very smooth, painterly biscuit. And honestly, I'm not getting that at the moment. To focus on it is to celebrate the greatest piece of art since that one urinal? Exactly. That's what this art's gonna be. No! Why is it not working again? What the fuck? Sammy, you gotta do better than that. I'll reactivate it for you.
Kainet says, no more is mind prisoner says, all hell Tintam fi Tintam. All hell Tintam fi Tintam. All hell Tintam fi Tintam.
Perfect. I don't know. Sometimes it just stops working. I think because maybe I'm not focused on the window. I need to figure out how to fix that. I'm not actually sure yet. Now I'll go up a layer. Turn this down a bit. No! I have died. Oof. I'll get that later. You came back to life. Welcome. Welcome back to life. Living feels nice. You should do this more often. I agree. Very nice. This is the best dang biscuit I have ever drawn. Yep. That's a Tim Tim. The lighting you've done is incredible. Thank you. Let's add that little outline again. Let's redo the outline. We'll make this little... I don't mind that one, but we'll make another one. Let's also, just real quick, get rid of this. Brings a tear to your eye, if better. Go. This should be the new mascot of my entire channel. It should be my April Fool's mascot. That's probably what I'm going to do, honestly. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Ugh. Actually, I'll make two versions. I'll make this version, and then I'll also make Tim Tam for Tim Tam plus outline. And then we'll go to I can't believe so many people are still watching this. We'll go to 1000 by 1000. And then we'll go okay. Put everything into a folder. And then we'll make an outline. And for this, I'm just gonna delete my signature because this will live beyond me. It really will. There we go. Most people are speechless at its beauty. I know. I know. Ah. What have I done today? I've done this. And I've done this. Perfect. Look at that. Not bad at all. Fantastic. Thank you. And I'm done. I mean, I know I'm an hour before work, but I think I'm done. I'm feeling good. I'm going to read out. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. With that outline, could you turn that Tim Tam into a sticker? That's my plan. I'm going to do that. Woo! See ya. May your heart be your Garfield key. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy Garfield Kart 2. I think that was announced recently. Say hi and say yip to Puko. Bye. Oh yeah, I'm also not streaming for the next 2 days because the Switch is coming out. So I'll see you next week. Maybe on the weekend, I don't know. I might stream Mario Kart. We'll see. Bye.